Welcome to this edition of On the Scene. I'm your host, Tim Kelly. On today's program, we're going to talk about arts and entertainment, specifically the Tidewater Arts Alliance portfolio exhibition currently on display here at the Suffolk Art Gallery. And we're also going to preview the Suffolk Parks Recreation TGIF concert series, as well as some other family fun events they have planned for the summer of 2012. Stay tuned. Welcome back to On the Scene. We're joined now by Linda Bunch, the Executive Director with the Suffolk Art League, and Debbie Hill, who's the Suffolk Art Gallery Assistant. Thank you both for being with us today.
Glad to be here.
And of course, we're here specifically to talk about the Tidewater Arts Alliance, the portfolio exhibition, which some of the works are on display right behind us here. And Debbie, I'm going to let you lead us off and tell us a little bit about what this exhibition is all about. And it just opened recently, so again,
Yes.
it's going to be on display till early June, so you got plenty of time to come out and take a look.
Yes. This exhibit is the Tidewater Arts Alliance, and this group is a local group. Their mission is to promote and support the visual arts in the Tidewater area. They have several exhibits throughout the area throughout the year. This portfolio exhibit is a juried exhibit, and it allows the artists to explore. They have 4 pieces they're allowed to enter. They can explore a theme, a medium, their ideas, and it's a unique opportunity to see that rather than one piece by each artist. You get to see how they're exploring their idea.
And of course, you had over 20 artists actually enter their portfolio in the exhibition, correct?
Yes, we had 23 artists.
And again, I guess with 23 different individuals, you get 23 different varieties of media.
Exactly.
Talk about some of the works that we have on display here.
Well, it is a juried exhibition. Right. There were 3 awards given.
Okay.
I can list those for you.
Sure.
The Award of Merit was by John Tobin, and he explored some clay figures. The Award of Excellence was Mary Lee Ruff, and you'll see her pencil drawings of ballerinas. Right. And the Best in Show was James Warwick Jones, and he did an acrylic painting series of the Taos Pueblos.
Now, who was the juror for this exhibition, and also what was some of the feedback that you got?
The juror was Linda Carey. She's an instructor at the College of William and Mary, and she graciously stayed for the opening reception and walked around and talked with the artists about their pieces, so it's very informative.
Was she impressed with the show?
Yes, very much so.
Good deal. And of course, it was one of the unique things is everybody who entered is actually displayed here is made it past the process, correct?
Yes, she viewed the images and decided to keep all the works in and then look at the actual work before she chose the awards.
Now, did that present any challenges as far as with the space we have here to hang all 23 artists' works?
We were a little nervous at first because of the scale of some of the pieces,
correct.
But once Nancy Kinzinger, the coordinator here, once she started curating and placing work, once you start, I think it just sort of starts to fall in place.
Now, I'll ask both of you the same question. Do either of you have any favorites here?
My favorites change day to day as I live with them.
Well, that's good.
That's probably for all of us. When you live with a show for a month, you know, today this one really hits you, tomorrow something else.
Exactly.
And sometimes after even it's been here a month, you come out and say, oh, I really didn't look at that. So even if people come once, they might want to come back again. And
I guess that's the mark of a great show, isn't it? I mean, with the fact that you see something a little bit different every time you come on out, so it's really unique. Now, what are the hours that the public can come by to take a look at everything here? What are we looking at there?
We are open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 5, and Sunday, 1 to 5.
Okay.
And it is free and open to the
there
public.
You beat me to it. We're going to get to that, and of course that's one of the appealing aspects here. Now, again, when is the exhibition going to be up until, what's the date?
June the 8th is the ending date.
So again, no excuse not to come on out and take a look at what we have going on here. Debbie, thanks for that, but we're going to keep you here. We're going to talk a little bit more about the exhibition maybe a little bit later. But Linda, talk about, again, what's going on here. Actually, I should say what's going to follow this exhibition, which leaves us in early June. You have something special coming up.
Well, that's right. The Suffolk Art League's Open Member Show will follow this one, and the dates for that are June 19th through July 15th. Anyone who is a member of the Art League can enter 2 pieces for the show, and as long as we have wall space, we hang it. So it's a really nice mix of both professional artists and amateur artists. A lot of our students who take our classes, for them, a lot of them, it's their first opportunity to have their work framed and presented in a really professional setting, so it's kind of fun.
Now, what is it like for them to have that first exhibition? I mean, obviously you've been through this for a few years as far as to note that. I'm sure you've got a wide range of responses, but what's it like?
It's amazing when you have just a piece of work unframed. It looks nice, but once you put that mat and that frame on it, and it's hung in a museum, it's they walk in and some of them are amazed how wonderful their work looks because they've never seen it in this kind of setting. So it's really delightful to see their reaction to having their work in the gallery.
I guess it's kind of like having an author having their work published.
Right.
And you kind of get that validation right there.
That same kind of thing, yes.
Now, what are the challenges that come up when you have a show like that as far as to kind of hang everything? Again, you're not just going, well, there's a lot of thought process that goes into what goes where, correct?
But there really is, and you know, what is that thing about watching sausage being made? You shouldn't do it. Same kind of thing with hanging an art show. It's probably good nobody's here when we're doing that because you know, things get moved and moved and moved, and you look at color, you look at shape, you look at themes of artwork. There are a lot of variety of things that we use to decide how to place it, size, what. Sometimes you get this giant piece that's just going to literally eat anything you put next to it, and you have to figure out where to put that. So yeah, there are some challenges, but between all of us, we seem to work it out.
Well, it's worked. It's been working great, and obviously we can see the same thing on display here. Now, again, you mentioned that exhibition itself is open to Suffolk Art League members. Now, how would one go about becoming a member and maybe get more information about the organization?
Well, we do have a website, suffolkartleague.org. Membership information is there. We're open. Anyone can become a member of the Art League. You do not have to be a resident of Suffolk. We have artist members from all over Hampton Roads. And with our member show, you can even join the day that you bring your work. There's on the prospectus for the show is a membership form, so you can fill that out along with the information for the art show and join at the same time. Individual membership is $30 a year, so it's very reasonable.
Great. Now, what are some other activities that the Suffolk Art League has coming up this summer? I know there's always something happening. So,
well, the summer is a very busy time. We do a lot of things for children here at the gallery. And it really is a lot of joint programs with the Art League and the gallery working together. It's probably one of the longest standing private-public partnerships in the region. We've been doing this since the gallery opened in '87. But we have a wonderful program called Summer Art Days. It meets on Thursdays, beginning the last Thursday of June, which is the 28th, and running through August the 2nd. Ages 5 to 8 attend in the morning from 10 to 11:30, and ages 9 to 14 in the afternoon from 1 to 3. It costs $1 a day to come. So you can't beat that.
No, you cannot.
You don't have to register ahead of time, so if you get up that Thursday morning and decide, yeah, this sounds like fun, come on down, bring the kids. We'd love to have the more the merrier. Thankfully, we get a grant from the Suffolk Fine Arts Commission that helps fund the program. That's how we can do it for $1 a day. Then we have 2 art camps that will be in August. That's the second week of August, August 6th through 10th. The fee for that is $55 for the whole week and includes all the materials, everything that you need. Again, we sort of divide ages with ages 6 through 9 in the mornings and ages 8 through 12 in the afternoons. The 8 and 9-year-olds can go morning or afternoon. Gotcha. And we're real pleased that we do work with the Suffolk Public School art teachers to teach a lot of our summer programs. So Alicia Johnson, who's at Kings Fork High School, and Sandy Darden, who's at Kings Fork Middle School, are going to be teaching a lot for us this summer. So again, we partner with the school systems. We go to them during the school year. They come to us in the summertime, so it works out really well.
Yes, it does.
We also have classes for ages 3 to 5. We'd like to start them early, so we have a young artist class on Wednesdays, once a month, all summer. And all these dates will be on our website, so I won't go through all that.
Be sure to check that out. Make sure you have that address on the screen.
And we also have pastel workshops. We have 4 of those, and that's for ages 14 through adults. So we'll have things for adults as well. And also quilting classes for adults. And we also are doing our first in the 2012-13 open poetry nights, our Poetry, Prose, and Pizza, hosted by Nathan Richardson, who's a Suffolk writer and who's just delightful to work with. And that will be on July the 12th from 6 to 9, Thursday night. Again, it's free and open to the public. Al Forno's Pizza here in Suffolk helps us out with the pizza.
Sounds tasty.
So that's always a lot of fun too.
Great. Now, all the activities you mentioned over the summer, do you have to be an Art League member to participate?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Everything is open to the public, and again, if you live in Isle of Wight, Chesapeake, we're more than glad to have you as well. Come on down to Suffolk.
You looking at pre-registration for most of those? Because obviously I assume you have a class size limitation, right?
Exactly. We do, except for the summer art days, we do have pre-registration is required.
Okay. Now, Linda, if they wanted more information, what's a good number to call? Just, I mean, obviously they can look at the website, but maybe they want to give you a call and talk to you and find out a little bit more about some of these events.
That would be just fine. It's 757-925-0448.
Good deal. And again, the web address?
SuffolkArtLeague.org.
Okay, pretty simple to remember there. Debbie, bring you back in for a second and again talk about the exhibition that we have behind us. Again, when is this running until?
This runs until June the 8th.
Okay, and again, there's no fee to come by and walk through the art gallery and take a look at what we have on display here. Oh, again, 23 artists, is that correct? Yes. And again, let's go through again the top award winners that were named. You said you had 3 in particular, just to highlight them one more time.
The awards were the Award of Merit, who is John Tobin. He works in clay. He did a series of clay figures. The Award of Excellence was Mary Lee Ruff, who did pencil drawings of ballerinas. And Best in Show, James Warwick Jones, acrylic paintings of the Taos Pueblos.
Good deal. Now, is this the first time they've had an exhibition like the portfolio exhibition here, or is this a recurring event?
This is the first time they've had it here.
Okay,
yes.
Good deal. Is that something that rotates kind of throughout the Tidewater area?
Right. Now,
okay.
the Tidewater Arts Alliance has had other exhibits here.
Correct.
But this is the first time the portfolio has been here.
And talk again just about the uniqueness of the portfolio exhibition, the fact that, of course, every artist, the theme is up to them.
Right.
And again, they all have to submit 4 works of art, which again are all on display. So again, you have plenty of opportunity. I guess the 4 times 23, I'm trying to do quick math, man. It's close to 100 art.
A lot.
If you had to hang it, I'm sure you're like, look, don't add any more to it. But again, the uniqueness of having an event like this here, both of you could just kind of give us a few closing comments about that.
Well, I especially enjoy it because I do enjoy seeing a body of work from an artist.
Sure.
And how they explore a theme. And the medium, sometimes they're working new ideas with that.
Okay. Linda?
And even though it is an organization, it's delightful to see the variety of ways all of these artists approach what they do. And there's the pencil, there's the clay, there's the acrylic, there's watercolor, there's mixed media, there's very realistic portraiture to abstract color field type paintings. So there's the whole gamut. So there should be something here everybody likes, but it's very interesting to see the variety all in one place too, and it's all being produced right here.
Right. We can't beat that. And again, we're talking about the Suffolk Art Gallery, and the address, we haven't mentioned that, but it's right here on Bosley Avenue, and the address is?
118 Bosley Avenue.
118 Bosley Avenue. So again, come check out the Tidewater Arts Alliance portfolio exhibition on display till early June. I want to thank you both for being our guests here today.
Thank you.
Okay. And we'll have more on the scene when we return. Welcome back to On the Scene, joined now by Lori Carter, the Special Events Coordinator with the City of Suffolk. Lori, thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Here to talk about one of the favorite activities throughout the summer in the City of Suffolk, and that's the TGIF concerts.
Okay.
And they're here now. We have the schedule, so I'm going to let you take it from here and tell us all about what you got to offer this year.
Well, fun Friday nights after work are back at TGIF. The first half of the series, as some know, some may not know, begins at Constance Wharf Park and Marina, which is located at 100 East Constance Road. Okay. The first concert is going to be June 22nd, featuring Strictly Business, and that is presented by the Economic Development Authority.
Right.
June 29th, Silver Street Band, which is a country band. Back to Strictly Business.
Right.
They are a variety band.
Okay.
They're a party band.
Okay.
They play all the favorites, everything you would hear at a good wedding or at any Friday night get together.
All right.
The next one is June 6th, and that is Slapwater,
Okay.
who does a variety as well.
Okay.
And they have a lot of horns in their band and great things.
Right.
July 13th, The Rotations, which is a new band.
I was going to say, that's a new name, yeah.
It is. And they play variety. They play around the area, and we're very excited to have them. And we just try to flesh in and out new bands every year so that we can get a variety. But we also have our favorites.
Okay.
In July 20th is B2B, which is a beach slash Jimmy Buffett cover band.
I love the B2B.
Absolutely.
Got it.
Then we go on, actually we take a break. We take the last week in July off, the last Friday, get a little bit of a break so we can separate the series a little bit, and then we go to Bennett's Creek in August. Bennett's Creek Park is located at 3000 Bennett's Creek Park Road, and we start there August 3rd with the Hotcakes, a Suffolk favorite. Then we go to August 10th, Tailgate Down, which is also a country variety type band.
Got it.
August 17th is A Touch of Spice, which is another Suffolk favorite. August 24th is the Fuzz Band. They're new to TGIF, but they are not new to the area.
Okay.
They're a great show band, very interactive. And August 31st, we have the janitors, and that is our summer.
Okay.
The parks open at 6 o'clock with the bands beginning at 6:30, and they play to 9:30. Usually they take two 15-minute breaks in between, 15 to 20-minute breaks, and that's our show.
Okay. And of course, the beauty of these things is that these are free concerts,
Absolutely.
open to the public, family friendly, so bring everybody on out. But again, when you go to a TGIF event, in case you haven't been to one here in Suffolk, and again, either venue, describe how it's set up. I mean, what is out there for people to enjoy other than just the great music?
Well, the parks are somewhat quite different from one another.
Sure.
Constance Wharf, it's set up. We have food vendors throughout the park, and this year we're adding some merchandise vendors, so people will be able to look at little things here and there and maybe go home with some trinkets or whatnot, so they bring you money.
Sure.
And lots of things for the kids. We usually have bounce houses out there and some type of craft for them to do, or if they just want to run around, that's absolutely fine as well. Bennett's Creek is a little bit more open. It's a very open park, and it's very beautiful. But also we have the food vendors. At each park we will have a minimum of 2 food vendors.
Okay.
Actually a maximum of 2. And also like a little novelty vendor, somebody that maybe just does kettle corn or just does lemonade or just does ice cream or something like that. Good food. We have new vendors this year. Great barbecue. Great everything. So very excited about the company that we will be keeping.
And of course, at Bennett's Creek Park, you also have there's a playground equipment as far as there as well. So again, if you need something else to entertain the kids other than the music and everything else that's going on. And again, like you said, the layout's a little bit different. I know at Constance Wharf, you kind of have the nice little grassy area that slopes down. You bring your little easy chair, your blanket, and set everything up there. Of course, at Bennett's Creek Park, it's a little more flat. But again, you have a big open area to sit up in there. And again, plenty of parking at both sites, correct?
Absolutely. There's great parking at both parks, and yeah. Okay.
Now, of course, with these events as well, been going on for a few years, and of course, we've started doing, about 2-3 years ago, was it? We started doing the split series. So again, you offer a little bit in the downtown area, and then you bring it back up north, and it's worked out pretty well, hasn't it?
Right, absolutely. We started doing that, I believe in 2006 when I first came on as an intern. The last 2 we did at Bennett's Creek, and then the following year, I believe we split it right in half. And ever since, I guess that would be 2007, we've been doing it this way, and it seems to work very well. It gives people an introduction to both of our parks, not just one or the other, and lets Suffolk and visitors see exactly what parks we do have.
And of course, the neat thing is that while the venue changes, you don't have to stop going. I mean, you can go to just load all the family up and head on out there and have a good time.
It's still a free event. It still gives your kids something to do on a Friday night, and then you still get to enjoy great music, of course, and be outside.
Okay. Now, of course, this information is also found on the Parks and Rec website. We have all the bands and stuff listed there. So again, we'll have them up a couple of times during this show, but you'll also be seeing magnets distributed out throughout the community. So make sure to pick one of those up soon, right?
The famous magnet will be probably available beginning June, maybe the middle of June.
Okay.
And we will be distributing them throughout Suffolk and possibly our surrounding areas. But we also have our sponsors, which magnets will be located at those locations, and our wonderful sponsors that we have this year. Pender and Coward, attorneys and counselors at law. They've been with us many, many years, and we are so thankful to have them. Suffolk Insurance, AT&T, the Blair Brothers, and Sasser Construction, which is also waterfront and Parkside at Bennett's Creek Park, that new neighborhood there. And we're very excited to have all of them on board.
Yeah, and of course they help great kind of a private-public partnership in a roundabout way to kind of provide this great series, again, that's free and open to the public. So again, it keeps them coming back. So.
Absolutely.
Now, of course, in the midst of all the TGIF fun that we're talking about, there's also, I believe it's a Wednesday coming up in July. We want to talk about the Stars and Stripes Spectacular, July 4th, rolling around again. We've got fireworks, we've got music, we've got a lot of fun right there down on the river behind the Hilton Garden Inn, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
That is what we have. It is a Wednesday this year. It's going to be a very, very busy week for Suffolk. We have July 4th on that Wednesday, and then we have a TGIF that Friday. But for July 4th, it's a great event. It's packed usually in the park, packed to capacity. The band we have this year, of course, is Island Boy. We have them year in and year out, and there's sort of a tradition that we have here in Suffolk. The event is from 6 to 9 p.m., and the fireworks will be shooting promptly at 9 p.m. If for some reason we have the dreaded R word.
Oh, we don't talk about that.
We will have a makeup date for fireworks on July 20th, and
Right.
they will shoot at 9 or 9:30, not quite sure.
And that'll be combined, of course, with the TGIF if you have
Right.
to go to that.
Correct.
But we're going to all plan to be out there the 4th of July. And
It is not going to R
Right.
on July 4th.
No,
So
no.
we're going to have a great event.
And of course, with the fireworks and the Stars and Stripes Spectacular, that's an event you definitely want to get there early. Because like you said,
Absolutely.
it fills up quick, and you'll find people in kind of they start kind of branching out from there just to kind of be close enough they can see the
Right.
fireworks. You know you can hear them, but it's
Right.
just a matter of seeing them. And of course, you want to make sure you take part in all the fun that's going on down there.
Yep. Food vendors. We do have a children's area. It's quite more enhanced than a usual TGIF, so we do charge about $5.
Right.
Actually, it is $5
Okay.
for unlimited play in the area, and we wristband them, and then they just come and go as they please. But lots of food vendors. And for all of our events, please don't forget to bring a chair or a blanket or something
Exactly.
to sit on. So very recommended.
Okay. Now, of course, we get through the TGIF series, which, of course, starts in June and runs through the month of August. You got the 4th of July event thrown in there in the middle. But not too long after all that's said and done, we have yet another festival, which we just want to kind of give you a little bit of a taste of right now, pardon the expression, but you want to go and tell us what that's going to be.
It will be Taste of Suffolk, September 8th,
Okay.
which is a Saturday. And the times, I do believe we're going to be going from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Okay.
this year. We're still in the preliminary
Right.
planning stages,
Right.
but I believe it's going to be the same setup, maybe
Okay.
some surprises here and there,
Okay.
but it's going to be a wonderful event like it usually
Sure.
typically is. So we're
And of
very
course-
excited.
And of course, that's usually been centered around Main Street right there, kind of in that downtown area. They block some streets off, set all the vendors up, lining the streets, have music, a lot of fun, and of course, a lot of things thrown in there with that. So again, a lot of great things coming up, offered through Parks and Recreation, everything free and open to the public, so you can't beat that. But one other thing we want to mention, and always give them a chance, let's say them being Parks and Rec, of course, give everybody a chance to give a little plug in there, is that there's still a few openings for Planet Recreation this summer at a few sites, not all sites.
Not all
But
sites.
why don't you highlight the sites that still have some openings as of our taping today?
With Planet Recreation, which is our summer childcare summer camp,
Correct.
it's open from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. and we do want to say 6 p.m. because not all childcare in the summer
That's correct.
is open
That's
to
right.
6 p.m.
That's
But
right.
the facilities that we still have openings at are Oakland Recreation Center, Booker T, and Mac Ben Recreation Center. And if they need more information, they can call 514-7250 or go to our website, www.suffolkva.us.
Now, to
Slash
register,
Parks.
I'm sorry, we'll get the slash in there. Of course, we'll have that up on the screen so you can see that as well. But as far as registering for Planet Rec, do you need to go to the individual site, or can you do that here at the office, or really what's the best way to do it? Because I believe the initial registration date, that Saturday morning, everybody got up bright and early to go do that. I believe it was at the individual site, correct?
I believe that they can do either, but for
Okay.
further clarification, I would recommend calling first,
sure.
just to get 100%. And they
Okay.
can also contact the recreation center that they want to register
Right.
at, which those phone numbers are online as well.
Okay, and we could probably put those up on the screen as well, just to highlight the particular venues that you talked about. And as Lori noted, it's a day-long day of fun. They take field trips. I believe lunch, you need to provide your own lunch, but at the same time, great opportunity for your children to be taken great care of this summer, have a lot of fun, get some good exercise, and of course they have the nice use of the recreation centers that these facilities are attached to or coordinated with, I should say. So you got both indoor and possibly do some outdoor stuff as well. So a great opportunity to get out there and take great care of your kids this summer. And real quick, let's just mention again about the TGIF series, kicking off again early June, going through late August. Just talk about the date range again, where we're going to be at Constance Wharf Park, and then we'll shift, of course, over to Bennett's Creek Park at the latter half of the summer. Just give me those date ranges one more time.
Constance Wharf is the first 5 Fridays, starting June 22nd to July 20th.
Okay.
Bennett's Creek starts August 3rd and runs every Friday in August, so August 3rd to August 31st.
Perfect. And again, if they'd like more information about this or anything involving Parks and Recreation, what's a good number to call?
The best number to call would be 514-7250.
Okay. And again, the website one more time?
www.suffolkva.us/parks.
Okay. Well, Lori, thanks for giving us all this great information. Look forward to a wonderful summer of 2012 with all these great events and a whole lot more.
Thank you.
Okay. Thanks for watching this edition of On the Scene. We'll see you next time.